Okay, welcome to Adopting Community Lightning Talk. And this time we are going to do a recap and a final review of the Program Plan 2023 goals and some metrics and highlights about how it went and all the work done by the community. Just a reminder of the 4 pillars for 2023. The first one was vibrant and healthy projects. The main reason of the goal was to ensure adopting projects thrive by providing excellent community health, technical resources, and marketing support, increase product usage, establishing adoption as an industry the vendor neutral sort of a secure, high quality and open source Java runtime, innovation that matters. Was more related with technical collaboration and opportunities with other projects and working groups and grow membership and involvement. It wasn't only about growing membership and support, it was also about getting more community members involved with the project and active, supportive, and participant of the projects. Taking into consideration these 4 pillars, we have restructured the way to report this for the community and also for the working groups, and we're going to check metrics that help or that we can use to analyze how those pillars went. The first one, this is a lot of metrics about healthy projects based on our definition. We can see that how many active projects we had for 2023. We had 7. How many committers and contributors were active part of the community. This metric went down, but it will also related with the maturity of the project. How many commits and blog posts. It was an important part for dissemination of the work done by the members. Lighting talks, social media posting for especially for enterprise targeting, enterprise users targeting, social media posting, social media awareness like LinkedIn is important as much as generating generic content about enterprise doubts and questions. Events, we had the community day on EclipseCon and total talks given by the community and also by Eclipse Foundation staff 11 and total attended event we had 12. On the highlights, we can say the community day for Java. All the lightning talks and blog posts are important to generate that content. For new contributors, any new contributor program that we had, it implies to get new members on board, like the interns owned by Mercedes-Benz or the Richie program. And here you have a summary of all the talks and events where Adoption had someone, it could be a talk or a booth or people from both Adoption community and Eclipse Foundation. The next 2 goals will G will help to explain this, the increased usage and the next one, G.
Sure. Yeah. So here we have some metrics around the increased product usage pillar, showing the downloads of Tamarin, which have grown quite a lot over the year, and as well as the stat on the downloads of Adoptive and JDK and Tamarin, which includes the previous API and website. Still, as well, we tested to build level 3 at the tail end of 2023 / the January 2024 release, which was really good. And then there were some statistics I compiled on the releases, specifically for the LTS releases between 2022 and 2023, where we show significant improvement in terms of the percentage of the tar balls released within our targets, which is 2 days for primaries and 7 days for secondaries. And then as well, the average, maybe I should have used median or showed both, since statistics are always contextual, but the average days that we spent to release the primaries significantly reduced between 2022 and 2023, and the average days for secondaries is well within our target as well. So we went from 7.36 days for the primaries to 2.15, which is very close to our target of 2. And then the average for the secondaries went from 9.96 days to 4.91. And that really highlights the significant amount of work that the whole team and the whole community has put into optimizing our release process and becoming more efficient as a team and working together on all of the different areas at once. And I think the 2024 release, which didn't get included in the stats, ended up being almost the best release we've ever had in terms of targets, I think. So there's positive signs there as well that we're on a good path to meet even tougher targets in the future, such as 1 day for primaries. But we'll see how that goes. So yeah, highlights the SSDF and SLSA work continues to see progress, especially around the SBOM, SLSA build level 3, and the security audit with the Eclipse Foundation. The vulnerability disclosure report as well is in progress with help from a community member. And then reproducible builds, hopefully we can highlight more of that in future blog posts. But that has also seen significant progress in 2023. And then, yeah, in the release section, as I had mentioned, our releases were just significantly better overall as far as the tarballs go. We'll continue to add metrics to help us monitor how we're doing in different areas, including the test triage and the installer and container releases. But yeah, and then on to the next slide. Thanks, Carmen. Then we have a few metrics here, innovation that matters pillar around the runtimes in the marketplace, which grew by 1. And then something we're looking at for 2024 is also more metrics around how we're doing, again, on the test front or the installer and container front. So there are some metrics here that are somewhat placeholder, I would say, around the tests that were being executed in 2023 and the initial pass rate. So that initial pass rate is how many tests passed on the very first run during a release, and ideally we get that to 100%, so there isn't any manual triage required afterwards. And then highlights on the Aquavit side, there were numerous TRSS improvements and also more tests and new test configurations that have improved the workflow for our releases. Thanks, and I guess Carmen, you can take back the wheel.
Thank you, G. And for the fourth pillar, the role, membership, and involvement, the metrics we use are related to how many members we have and sponsors, and also how many active. This is an all historical metric. How many active Slack members we had. Again, about the active members on Slack is a normal behavior for a mature. We can consider more mature project. And then about members, the initial goal was a total amount of members, the fifth line, but actually it's more important to evaluate how many members per year or per day are part of the working group. And also, as mentioned before, for involvement, as we were targeting enterprise users and enterprise supporters and members, LinkedIn and adopters were two important projects to follow during 2023. So about enterprise user targeting, adopter page was an important project. It's an important highlight. We have also generated content related with enterprise users like enterprise pitch deck, commercial support page. The team is working on the website redesign based on their feedback, and there's also some Adoptium momentum press releases and newsletter issues targeting this kind of enterprise users. And we also got an important increase on GitHub sponsorship. Okay, so to summarize some key learnings in general, we have seen along the 2023 by event attendance and also by targeting new members, there is still that we need to work on brand awareness and information dissemination. There is a general misunderstanding or confusion between Adoptium and what is Adoptium and what is Temoren. How we get new contributors on board. It was a very good example. Dedicated student program like internship are more beneficial than general programs, and having a public plan and priority help the community to understand all the working group and the community focus areas. We have seen the lightning talk done by Shelley. Aquavit promotion and release, the first version is officially there, the compliant first version. And we have seen that when targeting decision makers, currently the main topic is security, but once they're doing all their due diligence on how they can be part of Temoren, quality is the next important thing for them to consider. I mean, both are important, but because of the current situation, they are more focused on security. Targeting enterprise user and decision makers, we have missing some educational content about how to migrate from their current Java version and runtimes to Temoren, how they get support, about how the open source support works, how commercial support works, and we're also working on our leads database and budgets and resource optimization. We need to continue working on the financial support through a sponsorship. For example, it was a good call for 2023. And it is important for members to support secondary platforms to getting more funds, that it can be done through more funds or in-kind supporting. And about areas to improve, we could highlight the collaboration with other projects or Eclipse projects in particular. Go to the current marketplace publisher to ask them how it went these already 2 years using the marketplace, and promote other Adoptium projects that is linked to the brand awareness issue. That Adoptium is not only Temoren, we also have other 6 projects to promote and to talk about it. That's it for today. Thank you for your attention. Any question? We're open to discuss. I will stop recording.